Everyone, what I want to talk to you about today is being grounded and being in our bodies and why this is so important. And this also comes into my trees model, which I teach, and I also teach you to teach my trees model to your clients in my quantum alignment program as well. So do reach out to me if that's something you would like to join the waitlist for. We are starting in the autumn. So being grounded, why is this really important? And I feel for a lot of us, as we go through the awakening process, we can sometimes jump straight into wanting to meditate more, wanting to connect more with our higher selves, wanting to develop more, do more things, take on more clients, take on different types of work. And especially as highly sensitives, this is super important that if we haven't got the grounding in place first and the basic habits, which I teach in my trees model, then we haven't set those grounded roots in place. So you can actually think about this in terms of a tree. And obviously I talk about this in my TEDx, that if you haven't got those grounded roots in place, trees that don't have their roots in place can't grow the branches and the leaves and everything else. So for us to be able to grow and develop, we need to have those roots in place. Now, through my trees model, the roots really come into some of the habits around positive psychology and mindfulness. And this is what I found when I first had this awakening and I became part of the spiritual community. Straight away, I was like looking for help. I was looking for someone that could help me and could guide me in the right direction for how I develop. And what was really missing were these grounded roots, and these grounded roots weren't in place. And this left me open to my energy not being in a great place. I won't go into full detail of this. I've talked about this in other videos, but some things happened to me energetically because I was looking for help and these grounded roots were not in place. And there was nobody to help me with these things. This is why I'm super passionate about talking about these, because these are the basics for anything. Okay, so it comes into the science of positive psychology and mindfulness, which I talk all about in my TEDx. It's what I'm super passionate about. And we can be our best selves by having these things in place. Okay, so firstly, the T of my trees model is thankful. So 3 things every day that you're grateful for. This is what I did as part of my research study. It was at least 3 things. This has a dramatic impact on the brain. Gratitude is so powerful for the brain. Seeing what's grateful in our environment. And this is also how we step into the quantum field, because if we become grateful for things that we step into already having them and being grateful for them, then the energy will draw those things to us. That's simply quantum physics. So firstly, the T is thankful. The R in trees model is random acts of kindness, but remembering that this is random acts of kindness where your cup is full first. There is no sacrifice in this area of this model, okay? Because if there's any sacrifice, then you're not actually building grounded roots in place, because it's not coming from that place where you're flourishing. Okay, the first E in the trees model is express in writing. So writing, journaling, in particular positive journaling. So I sometimes journal about things I'm grateful for, combining a couple of these together. Journaling about a future state and how I feel in that future state to help to manifest. But ideally positive journaling. So you can journal to get it all out, get how you're feeling, and then turn it into positive journaling at the end. The second E in the trees model is exercise and energy. Okay, so firstly, exercise. We know a whole host of benefits of movement and getting exercise in, and how great that is on our both physical and mental well-being. But also considering the energy element as well, because emotions, remember, they are energy in motion. So if we're able to move our body, not only do we move our body and that moves our energy, but moving that energy through us as well. So moving us and moving energy is really, really important. And it doesn't matter if we do feel like we've taken some energy on. because we do have that ability to clear that out, and you can clear that out through my free energy clearing meditation, which is part of my 5-step free course to energy alignment, which is available on my website. So do get a copy of that. If you feel you're going to busy places, you're picking lots of things up, that's okay. It's part of our journey of becoming aware of our energy, that we do go through that phase where we feel super sensitive to everything, and we don't need to dramatize it, but just simply clear it out. So exercise and energy, and then finally stay present. And the amount of conversations that I have with my clients, meditation is one of the top things. I was interviewed on a podcast the other day, and she said, if there's just like one thing you would say to someone, what would it be? And I would say, meditate, meditate, meditate. It only takes 6 minutes of meditation to start making structural changes in the brain. And in particular, when we are sensitive, we can use meditation and mindfulness as a tool to tune into those early nudges of how we're feeling and take action on how we're feeling at those early stages. So it helps to build our awareness, and as we expand our consciousness, we can build that awareness up through using tools such as mindfulness. So before you do any other personal development or spiritual development techniques, or try and grow your business, these are incredible tools for business. Another one of the things that I teach in Quantum Alignment and also Shine Academy is the how of a happy business, because positive psychology is an incredible tool for entrepreneurs, and it really helps to shift and grow you and your business into that place of absolute best self. So before you do anything else, you have to get these habits in place, and they can be small steps which add up to the bigger things. So that's my trees model. And my mission is to get this out across the world. So so if you like this video and you found it useful, and the trees model is something that you find useful and you would like to share, please hit subscribe, please like this video, and please share with anyone that you feel would benefit from this information. And if you haven't seen my TEDx, feel free to go over and watch my TEDx, and you'll be able to see the research that I did behind this and why this is all so important. So have a great rest of your day, and sending you all lots of love.